Casio has finally picked on to the small watch game. So are they following the trend or are they really the trendsetters here? What's new from Casio in 2025? Just hold on because I am going to answer all these questions for you. But before that, welcome to Your Watch Club where I try to review your favorite watches. So if you are liking what you are seeing, just follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube. When we talk about Casio watches, it's mostly rugged watches that are built for adventure and are almost the size of Earth. But what I am seeing here is something different from Casio in the form of a new small watch. What really caught my attention was this Casio Edifice chronograph that was launched a few months ago. And with their relentless spirit, Casio has come out with the younger brother of the same chronograph watch in the form of Edifice EFB-109D. And that's what I am going to review today. I think a star is born, as this Edifice is the smallest of the lot that I've seen yet. This motorsports timepiece is inspired by the classic sports car design. Vintage vibes all over, as I would like to call this watch the Casio SNXS. Yes, you heard it right, because if you are wondering, this watch looks so much similar like the Seiko SNXS Reissue. Now this is a smaller 38.5mm dial with a lug-to-lug width of 43.5, and this is quite sleek with a thickness of just 9.2mm. The tonneau case is a testament to the vintage design as it has always remained, and the case here is made of stainless steel. The case has a radial hairline finish that's brushed very neatly and looks like the sun's rays on the metal part of the watch. The bezel is sloping outwards in a mirror finish polish encompassing the dial, which looks like it's mounted on the case. And then you have a sapphire crystal that seems to be a nice upgrade at this price, so one extra brownie point to Casio here. Next is this neat blue dial in sunray finish with a white sector on the periphery, and the hour markers are baton shaped and made in steel, while the baton shaped hands take the center stage. Following this is this silver colored dial that also has a similar sunray finish, and it looks quite good, but between the two, I think I'd prefer the blue one. And if you are a goner for black dials, this one could really catch your eyes with this orange colored seconds hand highlighting the watch. A large size date window is neatly outlined in steel, which enhances the look of this watch, while the red colored seconds hand on the blue dial goes really well with all the color combinations while making this watch quite sporty. The Lume on hands and hour markers is for namesake and does nothing to inspire confidence. A mid-sized crown has a nice shiny polish with the Edifice logo branded on top with a fluted finish. Turning the watch around will lead you to a stainless steel caseback that's the standard norm, which is marked with a lot of literature. If you are a nerd and picky about what's inside, you may just have to move on, as this one is a standard in-house quartz movement from Casio. This one has a 100-meter water resistance, so I'd say they lived up to their standards of durability. The most important aspect of buying a watch is to wear it. And to wear it, it should be comfortable enough. So how does it perform on my wrist? And this leads me to one problem that's been inherent with entry-level Casios, and that is that your wrist goes bald after you wear it. In this case, the strap feels nice to touch, feels well built, and since I'm not a hairy guy, my wrist is somewhat safe. The watch weighs 127 grams and feels light but not too cheap on my wrist, and the weight distribution is quite good that makes it much more wearable. Now you have to choose your favorite color, because what you see here is blue, but this also comes in a black and a silver dial. And these beauties are priced for 11,000 rupees, which is just about $140. Good game here, Casio. Is it going to stand up to the competition? Because Timex is giving them a head-on, as their Timex Marlin chronograph and the Q chronograph alongside the Marlin automatic are the top choices for consumers in this category. And then Titan arrives at the spot with all guns blazing with their Titan KLM Sun and Moon and the Astra Sunray dial. Following in closely is this Russian beauty in the form of Vostok Amphibia, which is the watch I would wear on a daily basis. And closing in behind is the Boderi Voyager, which is again a top choice for many of us, as this brand has been catapulted into action in the last couple of years. And then Casio has just launched the EFR 575 chronograph alongside the recently launched Edifice chronograph, both of which are stunning watches, and it is going to be a tough choice between all these three. If you ask me honestly, my feeling here is that this particular Edifice is actually the Timex Marlin killer, because both Casio and Timex are hunting in pairs with their Edifice and Marlin series. So the real competition here lies between Timex and Casio. While they have been at it, Timex has led the race for the past couple of years with their Marlin series, and it was high time that Casio realized that, and that's what they have done. They first launched the Casio Edifice chronograph, and now you have their formal watch in the Edifice lineup, which is also the smallest watch in this category from Casio. So I think it's going to be a tough battle that Casio and Timex are fighting it out. But Casio is Casio, so how can they be left behind? In my opinion, this is a well-rounded watch, and Casio seems to have gone the extra mile to deliver this one. Full marks to Casio for design, execution, and the pricing on this watch. This particular timepiece is actually going to give all the micro brands in the market a run for their money, and especially if you are looking for a smaller watch, this one is a very good option. The only thing missing here is an automatic movement, but you know how it is with Casio. So we are getting there, but slowly and steadily. This particular watch is in the pre-launch stage if you order it from Casio's website, because that's where I got it from. I ordered it and got the delivery within just 3 days. Casio is slowly turning up to the war that's been happening for quite some time, with the legacy brands and micro brands all looking to establish their presence in this market. I think this one is a masterpiece from Casio, and that is why I am going to give this watch 9.5 out of 10. Do you agree or not? Well, the answer lies in getting this watch and wearing it out. With that said, I am going to enjoy this new timepiece that I have just recently acquired. And if you still don't have this, what are you wearing today?